So here's our step number one. Pare down your wardrobe. The average person only wears 20% of what they own 80% of the time. So here's how I go with the paring down of the wardrobe. This is literally gather every single piece of clothing. Do your laundry first, folks. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but do your laundry first. Get everything in one room and then sort them. Work pants, weekend pants, sweaters. And then you're going to see the stacks and you're going to say, whoa, I've got so many work pants, but I don't really need that many. And oh, I hardly have any blouses to go with them. When you have that inventory, step two of shopping mindfully, you will then be empowered when you're shopping. Oh, I don't need another pair of black pants. I need a white blouse. And you're going to be set on what you are shopping for. And number three, huge, you should start this today. What you bring into your home, an equivalent must leave your home. Okay, go paperless. Online banking. I love it. I pay all my bills through my phone. And just as we get further into this digital age, you're going to want to do everything you can on your phone and find ways to do things on your phone. Evernote is a fantastic solution. I think that when we look, Evernote, if you don't know what it is, it's really like an electronic version of a filing cabinet. And here, it sounds so simple. I want you to schedule weekly time to toss and shred. Eliminate expired items, toiletries, folks. This stuff, you are holding on to stuff too long. This one people really don't like to hear, but you should. If anything you put on your lips or your eyes, ladies, that's a bacteria trap. And if you've had lipsticks for 5 years, you have to get rid of them. It's just gross. And the sample size things, if you have a sample size and you use it, it's going to expire very quickly because of just the surface area. It will just get contaminated very quickly. Medications. This is something where, you don't want to throw this in the garbage. I think people can get in serious trouble with this. So you might want to flush it, or you can return medications to a drugstore and they will dispose of them for you. And like I said, with food, you really just want to be on top of it. You don't have to do it every week. But what I do is twice a year, I'll go through my pantry and go through my fridge. And just, it shows you, oh, I need soy sauce. I need more noodles, whatever you need. You can then have a clear version of those items and have a real clear idea when you're shopping of what you need. So we're talking about creating systems behind closed doors, meaning your closets, your cabinets, your drawers. Each one of these should have a way to break down what the needs are in the closet and the way I start that. So if it's a clothing closet, you actually know what's in there. But if it's more of something where you have your coats and maybe some utilities, you want to section it off. You don't want your mops in with your coats. You want everything to have its own zone. And by zoning all of these areas, this is really the best step for you to know everything your own. This is the secret to finding anything in a minute. You've got to create these systems. And I know it is so hard to create your own systems. That's why people like me do this, is because I don't see it through this lens of emotion and conditioning. I see it with a very objective eye of how the best use of the space is and how you then can systematize and make it the best use of the space. Okay, keep surfaces clear. So your kitchen counters. This is something that you want to look at. What is out on your counter and how often do you use them? So this is where you might decide, well, I don't use the blender every day. Maybe I use it once a week. That should not be sitting out all the time. If you use the toaster every day, that I can understand. But it's really this idea of what can you clear off those counters? And this is something by doing step 4, by creating spaces in those cabinets, that you can find a place for the blender to live so it's not taking up that valuable real estate on the counter. Your dining room table. Now, this could be your kitchen table. It's that place, it's that big empty space where you have to shove a bunch of stuff aside just to sit and have dinner. And I know in this day and age, people are just sitting on the couch, eating their dinner, watching TV, and no judgment there. But I think it is always wonderful that the dining room table is the dining room table and that you can sit and eat there very easily. And identify what is on that dining room table. What are you using it for? And then if you're using it as a desk, if you're using it for the kids' projects, maybe there's another place that needs to live, and create a system elsewhere in the home. So even in my home office, I've made a real point to really understand that I need to respect my space and respect my work and respect my clients. And if my clients were to come in and see my desk a disaster, that does not help me and my business. So kind of take that onto your own ideas of how you're working and see how you might be able to implement some change there. Again, your desk might just be not properly set up. If you've just got a surface with no filing drawers or shelves to use or boxes on those shelves to make things neater, that's the kind of systems you want to start thinking about. And